Bro told me run it up, I'ma pour up like 3 in this double cup. You ain't getting no back, you can fuck with it. Don't you run up on me cause my gun is tucked away. It's over. They want me dead, but I keep me a toaster. I gotta stay pulled up. I'm 17 and your boy getting older. Bro told me run it up, I'ma pour.
Yo YouTube, welcome back to my channel, y'all. I got another tutorial for y'all. I'm doing a full skin fade. So let's go straight to it. So the first thing we're gonna do right now is grab our 2 guard, and we're just gonna go all around with the 2. And when you get to the top, you wanna grab your comb and just hold it against where the split is at and push back a little bit. So the comb is gonna be like a guard, so you won't dig into the curly top or the ponytail, and so you can have an all around even cut. Alright, so our next step is the ball line. We're gonna go with our clipper all the way closed, all the way through, in a flick out motion. So in this fade I'm doing a drop fade a little bit, so I'm just go around, and near the back end I'm gonna just do a little bit of a drop. Alright, so now we have our 0.5 guard or our half guard. We have it all the way closed, and this is gonna be our next guideline. So we're gonna go about an inch above our last guideline in a flick out motion. We're just going all the way through. The 0.5 guard closed is equal to the no guard all the way open. So this is just gonna help us later on have like a nice even blend. So you're gonna see right here, when I tilt the clipper to the side right there, I'm doing that because to make the cut even all the way around, you want to cut against the grain, so his hair isn't going straight down like the rest of his hair is on that area right there. It's growing to like the side almost, so I have to tilt the clipper on the angle that the hair is growing in to cut it evenly to where everything else is at. So now that I had took the guard off, I have my my clipper all the way down, which is the last lever, and I'm just going where I went with the 0.5 guard. And to blend them 2 areas in, you know, I have to mess around with the levers. So if your clipper has notches, you would go like the midway notch, or just messing around trying to blend that line in, using the corner of the blade, or in some areas use the full blade. So for our next guideline, I have my 1 guard all the way closed, and I'm just going about an inch above our last guideline in a flick out motion, and just again, you know, following all the way through with the drop. So right now with my half guard, I'm just gonna attack that dark line that I had created, mainly using the corner of the blade, and just messing around with the lever. Right now I have my 1 guard all the way open, so the lever all the way down, and I'm just going to create my next guideline. I'm doing it an inch above my last guideline, and you know, again, flick out motion. Then I'm just continue to brush it down so I know what I'm cutting and how far I'm going up. So now with the 1 guard midway, we're gonna use a flick out motion, and that's really just gonna blend in most of it. And if that doesn't really work for you, you know, remember to always play with the lever and also do some corner work. Using the corner of the blade will get them really like tiny dark spots out, and it really does help a lot. now with our 1.5 guard, I'm going to blend in the 2 with the 1. Just messing around with the lever, midway. Using a flick out motion, just being consistent all the way through with my other guidelines, and just trying to blend in the most I can with that 1.5 guard. So right now it's time for some detail work, and detail work is just going back and hitting all the spots that you had missed. So to mainly see the detail work that you missed, you just gotta see the haircut in a different point of view. So go ahead and turn your client and look through the haircut through the mirror, or go on your phone and take a picture of the cut and point out all the dark spots that you see. So I had used a mirror, see where I needed to touch up, then went back to it. So when you're doing detail work, I recommend just using the corner of the blade. Just mess around with the lever, trying to get out them dark spots. And if you use the full blade, you can mess yourself up and cut too much. Then you're gonna have to fix that and most likely bring the fade higher. So again, I just recommend using the corner of the blade and just trying to take out the most you can. So right now I'm about to do the shape up, and when you're doing the shape up, you want to have a steady, make sure the client's head is steady. So what I'm doing right now is I'm holding the client's head and I'm using my index finger as like a resting point. And when I'm doing the C-cup area, I'm using mainly the corner of the blade. You don't need the full blade for that. And I'm just doing an arch. So I usually start from the top, then go to the bottom, then connect it midway. So right here is probably one of the easiest parts of the shape up, and it's just a straight line, straight down. So I would just continue to go over it until you get that line nice and straight and as crispy as you want it to be. So right here you can see my guy laughing. That's because I had told him not to look into the camera, and the first thing he did was look into the camera. But for this area right here, he has a little bit of a bang, so just brush it down. I had sprayed it with a type of hairspray, and just made that line nice and crispy. Then I just continue to go over it, because with straight hair you have to continue to brush it down and hit it again, because straight hair you comb it down after you hit it, and just little hairs are gonna keep coming down. So I'll do it about like 3 to 5 times, or until you see that line get crispy. And remember, when you're doing the client's shape up, just take a step back and look at the hairline after you've done it a few times, and just make sure everything is straight and even, everything just matches up all around. So right now I'm about to just clean up my client's facial hair. I usually hit it with the trimmer, then I hit it with the electric shaver. You can do it with the shaver like I do, or you can hit it with the straight razor if you're on that level. I usually do it with the electric shaver because I feel like it's more quicker, and I feel like it cuts better too. So now it's time for the straight razor. This I feel like is the best part of the cut. This makes the shape up pop, it makes the fade pop, it just makes the all around cut look better. So when you're doing the straight razor, all you have to do is just pull the skin and just glide the blade where you're cutting at. So this is the finished cut. If y'all like this video, consider liking. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. Hope y'all enjoyed the vid. I got a bunch of more videos like this coming out real soon, so stay tuned for that.